Hi Aries, welcome to your June 2018 horoscope. The important news this month is that your ruler Mars is going to go retrograde for a couple of months. But that happens much later in the month, so I'll address that a little later in this video. All month we've got a glorious trine happening between Jupiter, oopsie daisy, excuse me, Mars retro, it's sent me retro, between Jupiter and Neptune. This is wonderful for your creativity. It would be wonderful for doing anything with writing, with music, with painting. And it's also very good for anything like getting more in touch with your intuitive side, channeling psychic messages, astrology. All of this is wonderful with this glorious trine that you've got there. Now on the 13th of the month, we've got Mercury coming into your fourth house, joining Venus there. And this is really boding well for any kind of communications with family and people who are close to you. It's a time when peace can be made. And also a good time for beautifying the home in any way, doing something to make the aesthetics more pleasing for you. And it might be just something as important as maybe decluttering and clearing out a space somewhere so that something new can come in. On the 13th of the month as well, we've got a lovely new moon happening here in your third house, joining the sun there. So this is new beginnings, new opportunities as far as networking is concerned. You might start learning something new, studying something new. It can also be a new way of communicating with people generally. And on the 14th of the month, we've got a glorious aspect here, which is Venus coming into your fifth house. And the fifth house has everything to do with romance. So yes, it could bring romance into your life, for those of you who are looking for that. But it's also a wonderful time for doing something you really, really enjoy. It could be starting a business, could be taking up a hobby, just doing something that really gives your heart a boost, a lift. On the 22nd of the month, the sun comes into the fourth house, shining a light on home, family. You might have a few people round to your home. You might decide that you want to have some changes happen as far as a family situation is concerned. And on the 28th of the month, I'll come back to the Mars, we've got this full moon in your 10th house here, full moon shining a light on your career. So maybe something comes to fruition, a project comes to an end, or there's a new wave of it. You may change your career direction altogether. You may find a completely new vocation in your life. And also, if you haven't got a career, well, you might find that you want to do something in the world. And of course, you can do that sitting at home these days. You don't have to actually physically go out if you don't want to. And so from the 27th of the month until August the 28th, we've got Mars going retrograde. So it's not the best couple of months for starting something. And it's a wonderful time for remembering that patience and tempers may well be stretched at this time. So remember to take a deep breath before you react and try to respond in your relationships rather than coming up with a knee-jerk reaction. You might be re-evaluating friendships. Somebody from your past could well come back into your life. And if that happens, I'd suggest that you wait until the end of August to decide whether you really want to continue with the relationship or not. So there you have it, lovely Aries. I wish you a great June. Thank you for liking, subbing, commenting and sharing. Bye for now.